Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and here we have the very first EZA LR in Dokkan history. Now, a lot of people are disappointed at the 5-year anniversary and how it ended up turning out in terms of content and stuff like that, but I feel as though from Dokkan's perspective, they felt like this was a ridiculous, monstrous big deal, which it is. From the limited amount I've seen this guy, I think he probably is the best free-to-play unit in the game. I mean, it would make sense considering he's currently the only unit that has SA25. His passive is good. He's got good effects on his super attack. He just overall is a very strong unit, right? So let's go ahead and sort of test him out, see how strong he's going to be. Now, one thing that is important to note about this guy is that he has two interesting, powerful effects, right? One is that he gets a key every single time he receives an attack, up to a max of 6 key. That is very impactful. Then number two, when he delivers the final blow on an enemy, he does get 20% attack and defense, which is also huge. Okay, so there you're at 2.37. Really good considering we've got nothing from that part of his passive. Now he will get an extra 20% attack and defense, right? Now you can get that up to 59%, so basically he beats 3 enemies and he'll have his full passive, right? This is kind of annoying. I don't actually want, as much as possible, I don't want to finish off any of these, like Rose or any of these guys. Yeah, we don't want to do this, because I would like to save them for LR, you know, Goku Zamasu, or Zamasu Goku. Yeah, the technical name for the LR is Zamasu, and then he's got like Goku in parentheses, you know, not officially Goku Black yet, I suppose. I mean, you know, this guy had, what, 20 seconds of screen time? 30 seconds of screen time? 40 seconds of screen time? It was very, very small. Okay, so we have a very good rotation right here. I'm going to go ahead and put Goku Black in the LR Goku Black in the first spot. The reason is because I want him to start building up some of this ki. And then hopefully he can also finish off this Rose enemy right here. I'm giving him another 20% attack and defense, right? So let me see. He does lower attack on 12 ki. He raises attack and defense on 18 ki. Okay, so you're probably going to want to go crit for him, I suppose, for extra damage. Because additional supers will just allow him to lower enemy attack, right? So, oh. He's at... I just spot that 130k defense, and I'm like, what? I guess SDR Rose is giving 50% from his passive, right? And then Kid Buu is also giving 50%. But still, like, this isn't even LR Goku Black with his full passive active. And also, he still has, he raised his defense on super attack as well. So, you know, his defense is always going to be better after he actually attacks. So, let's see what he does right here. This should be pretty good. He's going to get some extra ki as well. This is a very powerful effect for an LR, by the way. Yeah, 3 million. That's pretty good. Gaining ki on being hit is very powerful for an LR. And then a 2 million 12 ki. If we get a crit right here, if he finishes Zamasu off, he'll have his full passive active. He did not. Okay. And 2.3 for SDR Rose. See, SDR Rose is still good. And, you know, LR in Goku Black, you know, I consider he's either the best unit in the game or, you know, top 5 at worst, I would have to say. He's up there, right? Just with how easy it is for him to deal damage. And I think his defense is reasonable, really in stages besides, like, the super long ones, right? But SDR Rose and AJL Rose, they'll be able to help you out depending upon what type of team build, right? So, like, I'm showcasing another unit, so obviously I'm not going to bring LR, you know, Rose to like this right here. Okay, so I guess we'll just go all out. We'll do as much damage to this Zamasu as we can. And we'll see what LR Zamasu Goku is looking like next turn. Again, SDR Rose is going to be a really good partner for him. One reason is SDR Rose does also have Nightmare, which is a 10% attack link. Plus, he does have Dismal Future as well, and Fear and Faith. He doesn't have Godly Power, but Godly Power is something you can get from, like, Tech Merge Zamasu, EGL Merge Zamasu, right? They'll be able to do good with giving Godly Power to Goku Black. Plus, we also do have the Supreme Opie of Time, right? You know, she potentially could give, what, 43% attack from her passive, I think? Then the crit chance, then, you know, she gives ki. She also has Godly Power. I think Supreme Opie, she also has Cold Judgment and Shattering Limit, does she not? Yeah, she does. Wow, she is so... Dude, she is so good. Supreme Pi of Time. And she's so good for this LR. They share a lot of links. Godly Power, Cold Judgment, Shattering the Limit. Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Okay. Ooh, nice. We're going to get Godly Power from AGL ZAMASU. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so this is a really good turn right here. I think I might use some shoe items. What is his defense? 122k. That's pretty good. His passive, he doesn't fully have his passive either, I believe, right? We still could finish off one enemy at one phase and get him a little bit more. But this is going to be a pretty good turn. STR Rose. I mean, there's no support on rotation, no attack support. This is just, you know, LR ZAMASU Goku with, you know, links and stuff like that. And, you know, parts of his passive rather than actual, like, support type. Well, when STR Rose supers first, he does give a minor buff to Extreme Class. 3.41, dude, he's super good. Again, I think it probably is reasonable to say he's the best free-to-play unit in the game. I mean, you know, maybe you would consider LR Vegito Blue better. I almost wouldn't really argue with that, right? But, like, this guy certainly is incredibly good. Let me see how much we'll take right there. That's peanuts. Type disadvantage. His defense after he 18-key supers and builds his passive is so good. He is very, very good. All right, so now we're on the Time Traveler team. We started out, of course, on the Realm of Gods theme. Time Traveler should be a really good place. Again, we have Supreme Pi of Time on rotation here to help out. You know, she has really good links with Goku Black. Look at that. Turn 1, we're able to get him up to 23 keys. Pretty good. Plus, I've got Golden Cooler on rotation. He, of course, gives extra key and stuff as well to all types. Again, Golden Cooler is a very solid unit. I like using him for showcases and stuff like that. Let's see what we get from our boy. 2.5 million is good. He might not finish his Goku off, though. Maybe he will. Let's see. Oh, just shy. That's unfortunate. Because, again, you know, when he delivers that final blow, you are getting extra parts of his passive. This Goku Black should be pretty good for, well, I was going to say he should be pretty good for Super Battle Road as well. I mean, he does have that extra part of his passive, right, where he launches an additional that has a medium chance of being a super when facing 2 or more enemies, which is good. But, you know, Super Battle Road enemies have, like, they're so sturdy that it's going to be tough to get that last part of the passive, right? Okay, so I did bring LR into Goku Black this time. Obviously, he's going to be doing a tremendous amount of damage. Yeah, we're gonna finish off this Goku right here. Yeah, you know, bringing the STR Goku Black probably would have been a little bit of a better idea for, like, someone else's showcase, but, you know, hey, we got the whole sort of Goku Black family of units, right? And, you know, this new LR would fit really well. Well, both the new LRs, because also this guy right here. 2.7, definitely not the greatest or anything like that. We got the crit. Okay, bye. Bye, Goku. See ya. All right. Oh! So, this is a really good rotation for Goku Black. 134k defense without his passive at all. So, that's very, very good. I guess we'll just go ahead and put damage. Let's just go for this Gohan. By the way, 2 of these characters in this fight, this Gohan and then this Goten, are not usable in game, obtainable, anything like that, right? Like, there's no Super Saiyan Goten from GT version you can get. There is only the baby version, right? Not just normal Super Saiyan Goten. And then, obviously, that Gohan from the Shadow Dragon Saga with, you know, his father's outfit would have been really nice if he could have been, you know, released. That would be good for the Shadow Dragon Saga team. 2.96. Okay. With Mai giving 40%, then Supreme Pi of Time also giving a whole bunch. Plus, we also are getting, you know, let me see. Cold Judgment, again, he's getting Godly Power. He's getting Dismal Future from Mai, so he was able to get, you know, quite a few links. So that is going to look pretty good for our boy. Ooh, here we go. Go ahead and get a nice little 18-key super attack with our boy Rose. Sure. I'm going to avoid getting a super attack with Golden Cooler right here. And just, you know, then give it to the LR Goku Black ZAMASU. But again, I do want to point out that ability of his of getting key with every attack received is super good for LRs. That's something that, like, in the future, if they give us LRs with that ability, that's going to be very, very impactful. And that's going to be very good for future units that are going to have that, right? Because, you know, a lot of LRs, how easily they could super attack and 18-key super attack and stuff like that does determine how good they are. Like, you know, a unit like in LR Goku Black, you know, maybe he's not the best with key, right? Sometimes he could struggle too. depending upon what the situation is, because he also gets ki the same way that this basically Zamasu Goku can get extra attacking power, and that's by dealing the final blow, right? But Int Goku Black, he does so much damage when you support him. It's kind of a similar instance to, like, I think LR Tech Broly or LR Gohan and Goten, where you give them that support and they're monstrous. All right, so 12 ki super attack, 1.7, not the craziest again, but he is able to put up very impressive numbers. And then, we could get him, I think, above like 5 million on the future category team. Once we start doing things like giving him, B Pan's active skill and, Bardock and Gine's active skill and a bunch of different shenanigans like that. Uh-oh. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and finish this off right here. Yeah, we'll let our boy have a little bit of fun. LR Goku Black, because this is such a ridiculous rotation for LR Int Goku Black, why not just go ahead and give him the turn, right? Because it's pretty rare to have this guy transform. To actually reach turn 6 is, I feel like, again, rare. And being above the HP thresholds is going to give extra ki and really good links to LR Goku Black. Plus, we've also got Mai on rotation, then he does the 6.4 million attack stat. Okay, cool. Let's head to the Dragon Ball Seeker team now. Alright guys, so now we are on the Seekers of the Dragon Ball team, where this LR Goku Black is a nice little addition to this team for sure, right? Because, I feel like this category certainly could be limited in the future with how good it's going to be. I mean, eventually, they could give us, like, Dokkan Fest exclusive Grade 8 Vegeta, Dokkan Fest King Piccolo, like, Dokkan Fest Lord Slug. Those three in particular, I feel like, will be monstrous buffs to this category team, but they got to get a little bit creative, which they have, right? With, like, Goku and Bulma, Goku, Trunks and Pan, Goku and Arale, now this LR Zamasu Goku. All good additions to the Seekers of the Dragon Ball team. So, okay, let's see what attack set we'll get right here. Again, it's probably not going to be the craziest. This team is very, very good. It does have what's the leader skill buff? Is it 170% across the board? Yeah, 4 ki and 170% across the board. So that's another really big benefit to this team. Let's see what number Goku Black is able to hit here. I keep calling him Goku Black, but this is sort of like LR Zamasu, right? 1.21, not the craziest, but, we're not giving him Nightmare. We're not giving him Godly Power, not some of his, big sort of attack links. That lowering attack on 12 ki is something that is going to be useful, however, in a lot of different events throughout the game, right? And, for example, Super Battle Road, where you potentially could get, like, one of those additional super attacks, and then, you're going to be able to lower attack right there. That will certainly be helpful. Okay, I do also have this AGL Pan here. Remember that she does give a 2-turn attack buff when she super attacks. So, I was able to get that on turn 1. We did have that active for Zamasu last turn as well. Plus, I've also got LRB Pan. We can rock her active skill. But I also haven't been able to get Zamasu Goku his extra portions of his passive. It's important to get that, for him to get the extra attack and defense and yada, yada, yada. Okay. So, this will be, I think, a very good attack stat to see. Just without a lot of his, the extra portions of his passive, right? I will go ahead and activate B Pan's active skill right here. The other thing, too, is, just throughout this video, he hasn't really been getting hit a lot. But, like, if you're going through this event, like a normal event, right, with him, and, like, if turn 1, if there's, like, 3 attacks in slot 1, like, right there, and you can go ahead and let LR Zamasu just take all those attacks, it's going to be very easy for him to get those 18 ki super attacks as you continue to progress throughout the fight. So, again, I cannot speak highly enough about that ability to get ki just from getting hit. That's something that's going to be very, very good moving forward. This guy's also going to be really good in Physical Vegito Blue's EZA, by the way. He's going to be top tier in that. 3 million with B Pan's active skill. Okay, so let's head to the future team now. Let me, fully build up his passive. Let's go ahead and have, like, B Pan, Bardock and Gine, and all this types of insanity with him. And let's sort of see, like, how powerful we can go ahead and get LR Zamasu Goku to be. Alright guys, we're on the future category team, and we are set up. Goku Black, Zamasu has his defense is 190k. That's insanely good, and it's going to go up above over 200k after he super attacks, yeah, he is exceptionally good. He really is. He actually is already at the point where he would be taking double-digit damage from Int UI Goku, I believe. That's impressive. I mean, you know, that is with Merge Zamasu giving 50% defense, and then, you know, Supremo 5 Time is either giving, what, 40 or... no, okay, it's either 42 or 30% that she's giving. Those are the two different ones she could give. So, I mean, that's definitely impressive. Again, so let's see what attack set he has right here. I believe I have a Whis active, so we don't have to worry about taking damage. Then next turn, we'll go ahead and pop Bardock and Gine's active skill. And then after that, we can go ahead and have the turn Supremo 5 Time, Goku Black Zamasu with his full passive, 4.42. That's without any active skills, by the way. That's just his pure passive, plus Merge Zamasu and Supremo 5 Time. So that's very, very good. We have his full passive active for sure in terms of ki as well. So he has his full ki from his passive. He's good. I mean, that's it. Like, they made a really strong unit. I do think him as kind of like the crown jewel of free-to-play units in the anniversary is definitely like good for the game. But like I certainly can understand why a lot of people were upset that there wasn't more content, right? I feel like really all Dokkan had to do with the 5-year anniversary was give us Blue Vegeta and Rage Trunks normal EZAs, and then a Merge Zamasu Raid EZA. They give us those 3 additional EZAs, and I would say the 5-year anniversary is better than the 4-year anniversary, but outside of the gacha coins, right? Again, the gacha coins are like no anniversary I feel like is ever gonna match how awesome the gacha coins have ended up being for like all players, right? Let me use a King Yama right here as well, just to be on the safe side, because now that I have like LR Goku Black, he doesn't have big bad bosses, right? So it's not like we need to be below a certain HP threshold. We already activated Bardock and Gine. What was that? 3.23 you said? Okay, sure, Trunks, don't do too much damage now. That's fine. Okay, yeah, just don't additional super, thank you. Okay, this will be fine. This will do double digits right here. But from what I'm seeing, I probably would feel very comfortable saying this guy is the best free-to-play unit in the game. I mean, I guess it's hard to say. Like, let me take him into some of the difficult events and stuff like that. But, like, I feel like he'll be really solid even for, like, Battlefield. Like, he's just a very strong, free unit. And quite honestly, I think this guy is the easiest LR in the game to grind up. He's easier than LR Kid Goku and Arale to grind up. But, you know, you do have to then EZA him as well, right? But being the easiest LR in the game to obtain, and then maybe being the best free-to-play unit in the LR, best free-to-play unit in the game at the same time, like, that's a very potent combo. That's really good. So, okay, now we have the double active skill for our boy Goku Black. You know, we have Bardock and Gine from last turn, and then, of course, we have B-Pan on this turn right here. I'm going to go ahead and activate a King Yama again, just to make sure that we do not die. And then let's also make sure that Goku Black, of course, has full ki. He needs to have 24 ki, which he does. Let's see, defense 160k, still incredibly impressive. His attack stat is just under 1 million right there. We're good. Yep, we got the 2 active skills. His passive is fully built up. He has full ki, and he's linked up with Supremo 5 Time. Hopefully she's giving the 42% and not the 30%, but, you know, whatever. It's either way, I believe this should be Goku Black's best setup. So let's see what we get here. And he gets up to, I mean, he'll definitely be above 5 mil for sure. Oh, 6.89. Okay. Sure. That was a lot higher than I was expecting, actually. Well. Well. He's pretty powerful for a free-to-play unit. That's for damn sure. Alright, so this is the beginning of Tainted Justice Zamasu Goku. His leader skill is the Time Traveler category, Ki 3, and 100% to stats. Pretty good. That's obviously a solid leader skill. We now do have many different Time Traveler leaders at this point. You know, we have Mai, we have this LR Goku Black, we got LR Trunks and Mai, and then we have Int Goku Black. We still don't have a 170% attack leader for Time Travelers, but, like, with, honestly, the roster of time travelers is one of the most impressive in the game. Pure Saiyans is probably still #1, but, you know, then, like, Realm of Gods is in there, Goku Family's in there, Time Travelers is in there. You know, there's at least one more I'm forgetting, but definitely a very, very crazy roster, right? Zamasu's 12-key super attack is the Black Power Ball, which does colossal damage and lowers attack and defense. So I believe he gained... Yeah, he gained attack lowering on his 12-key super with EZA. That's huge, because that, like, just lowering defense is almost pointless, but lowering attack is very helpful in places like Super Battle Road and stuff like that. Then his 18-key super attack is the Fierce God Slicer, which raises attack and defense for 1 turn and does mega colossal damage to the enemy. So it used to raise defense for 1 turn, now it raises attack and defense for 1 turn. So a nice little buff right there. His passive skill, Starting the Project Zero Mortals, gives him 59% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets 1 key with each attack received up to a max of 6. Then he launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super when facing 2 or more enemies. And then he gets an additional 20% attack and defense with every final blow delivered, up to a max of 59%. So, very, very good when it's all combined together. I'm curious what is... Okay, so with his full passive, basically he gets 152.8% attack and defense because of the way it's calced together. So that's pretty good for a unit that has 18,466 attack and then 11,624 defense. That's pretty good. His links are Godly Power, Cold Judgment, Nightmare, Dismal Future, Fear and Faith, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. Definitely has solid links there. Nothing to really complain about. I mean, I guess maybe he could have had Prepared for Battle, but, I mean, that, you know, like, the new LR Int Goku Black doesn't have that. The Merged Zamasus don't have that, so it doesn't necessarily hurt him too much, right? His 12-key multiplier, 140, 24-key is 200%, so that's the same for basically all free-to-play LRs, I think, except for LR Vegito Blue, right? And then finally, he is on several different category teams where he'll be good on a lot of them, right? So here we are on the Time Traveler team. I mean, this, you know, during the anniversary, so many buffs to the Time Traveler team. Trunks and Mai, LR Vegito Blue, LR Int Goku Black, LR Zamasu Goku. I mean, you can... I don't think, no matter what, you can't say that these are like the... I almost can't allow people to say, like, oh, you got the best 2 units in the game added here, because, like, you can't... I feel like Vegito and Gogeta are, like, tied at the hip. Like, they're so damn close. It's like they're either tied at 1 or tied at 2 or tied at 3, whatever you want to do. But, like, they are sort of, like, tied together like that. I really feel like they're that close. Then he's also on Realm of Gods, which, again, you know, Vegito, Gogeta, all 50 LRs added to this team that already didn't need it. Then we got God Goku last November, and then Supremo Pie of Time. Like, the Realm of Gods team is just so crazy. And that Supremo Pie of Time is so ridiculous, but she is really, like... She's so crazy. Then we're here on the Potara team. Another new unit added to Potara is good. I'm always talking about how, you know, Potara is pretty limited, so I do like when new units are actually released for that team. Then he's also over here on the Future team. That, of course, is where we're able to get the craziness, you know, with the Bardock and Gine and B-Pan and stuff like that. And then finally, he's on the Seekers of the Dragon Ball team. Definitely very, very big that he is added to this team, which, you know... It's going to be... They have to get creative to buff this. And they have done that lately with, like, Goku and Bulma. Now this guy. You know, and then, of course, like, AGL Pan, Scouter Vegeta, this kid Gohan, the 50% support awakenings were ridiculous, insane buffs to this team as well. So, all in all, this guy is tremendous. Let me know what you guys think of him. I probably would say he is the best free-to-play unit in the game. But again, like... I feel like if you wanted to say STR LR Vegito Blue is better, I probably, like, wouldn't argue that. Because that, like, defensive stacking and... He's also one of the easier LRs to obtain in the game. Like, this guy is probably better, right? But LR Vegito Blue was just, like, special. Like, it's so funny. Back then, like, people were mocking, like, oh, LR Vegito Blue was supposed to be a gift to the player base. And it's like, he really ended up being one. Like, with how insane was he that he's still, like, just as good. Like, LR Vegito Blue... at the time, like, we had no idea, like, how long-lasting and amazing he really was. Like, that LR Vegito Blue was awesome, for sure. But here's the first free-to-play EZA LR. I'm sure we're going to get more EZA LRs moving forward. It's going to be very exciting to see how that stuff's going to turn out. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.